Picture this. You're doom-scrolling TikTok, and up pops a boarding pass that says Moscow, Pyongyang. No green screen, no meme, an honest-to-goodness direct flight to the planet's most locked-down country. North Korea, the place that once welded shut its own border gates during COVID, is suddenly wooing tourists again. Flights are full, rubles are flowing, and the regime that bans Netflix now wants your vacation money. I'll break down how that happened, who can actually step through the door, what it costs, and whether this is a game changer or just a flashy headline. January 2020. While most of us are still debating whether Wuhan is serious, North Korea goes full bunker. Every border crossing closes. Flights vanish. Diplomats are trapped inside Pyongyang, rationing cornflakes because supply trucks stop. It becomes the most sealed country on Earth, beating even New Zealand's quarantine score. February 2024. After 3 silent years, a charter jet from Russia's Vladivostok lands in Pyongyang with 34 thrill-seeking Russians. They pose in Kim Il-sung Square, ride the chandelier-lit metro, ski at Masikryong, and post vetted photos. Lots of statues, 0 soldiers. August 2024. Air Koryo restarts its twice-weekly Vladivostok route. Seats 140 per aircraft sell out in 46 minutes despite the airline's infamous 1-star rating. Review highlight: cabin smells like kerosene, but the view of the Taedong River on approach is wild. July 2025. Surprise plot twist. Nordwind Airlines, a Russian budget carrier, launches a monthly non-stop from Moscow's Sheremetyevo to Pyongyang. 7 hours, 189 seats, no Wi-Fi, about $570 US round trip. It's the first regular Moscow-Pyongyang link since dial-up internet. Same week, North Korea leaks that it's reviewing tourist visas for additional friendly nations. Translation: Russians now, probably Chinese and Vietnamese next, Westerners still waiting outside the club. Politics first. Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin signed a flashy defense pact in 2024. A direct flight is the Instagram story that shouts BFFs. Cash second. Tourism once gave Pyongyang about $45 million a year, mostly thanks to Chinese tour buses. COVID slashed that to 0. Even a trickle of rubles is a lifeline for a government under sanctions. Vacay math third. After Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine, EU airspace closed to Russian jets. Turkey's beach clubs are crowded, Thailand is pricey. North Korea is exotic, cheapish, and totally sanction-proof for Moscow's credit card block travelers. Propaganda bonus. Every foreigner bowing to a bronze Kim Il-sung statue becomes state TV gold, proving the outside world respects the leadership. Nordwind's Boeing 737 flies once a month. With an 80% fill rate, that's roughly 150 passengers, or 1,800 per year. Air Koryo's twice-weekly Vladivostok run could move around 10,000 travelers a year at a 70% load. Add them up, roughly 12,000 Russians if every seat sells. Compare that to 100,000 Chinese tourists in 2019, and you see the scale. More drip line than cash tsunami. Yet every plane pumps fresh euros into hotel safes and fills state news with footage of friendly foreigners clapping at a revolutionary opera.
North Korea's record on detaining tourists is short but grim. Otto Warmbier, 2016, American student, arrested for poster theft, died after release. Alex Siegley, 2019, Australian blogger, detained 9 days for anti-state articles, freed after Swedish diplomacy. Since the reopening, Russian groups report 0 incidents. They travel with Moscow's stamp of approval and speak a language Pyongyang likes. Rules to survive: no jokes about leadership, no wandering, no stealing souvenirs. No church services, no filming soldiers. Guides claim you're 99% safe if you obey. That missing percent could cost your freedom. Let's math. 12,000 Russian tourists times US $1,800 average spend, approximately US $22 million. Even if Chinese tours restart at half their 2019 peak, say 50,000 visitors spending $1,200 each, that's another $60 million. Total potential, around $80 million. North Korea's estimated GDP is $18 billion, so tourism at full new capacity adds maybe 0.4%. Peanuts for most countries, but fresh, sanction-safe cash for Pyongyang's elite budgets. Never say never. Early chatter hints the Pyongyang Marathon could reopen to small Western groups in 2027. Washington could let the US travel ban lapse if talks thaw. But each missile launch or cyber heist, the regime's need for hard currency collides with its need for control. For now, Russia is experiment zero. If flights fill, China will copy-paste with weekly charters from Shenyang. Success there might tempt Pyongyang to dangle 2,000 premium Western visas at $2,000 a pop. It's a balancing act. Earn dollars without letting outsiders tweet the cracks in state propaganda. Short answer? No. Joint ventures exist. Chinese-run restaurants, Russian timber mills. But foreign managers live under curfew, share dorms, and operate minus modern internet. A digital nomad visa? Dream on. The fastest internet line available to diplomats sits at 2 megabits per second. Uploading a single YouTube short could take longer than your flight home. So, unless you're a sanction-proof satellite engineer with Kremlin backing, you'll stay a 5-day guest.
If you're Russian, crave extreme passport stamps and accept total supervision, maybe. If you're from anywhere else, you're stuck armchair traveling until politics shift. And even if you get the chance, remember, tours are curated Disneyland rides run by a nuclear-armed dictatorship. There's no spontaneity, no nightlife bar hop, no Google Maps. But there is the unique thrill of glimpsing a society frozen in ideological amber. North Korea's one-flight-a-month welcome mat will not rewrite global tourism stats. It does, however, prove that even the world's most closed nation can't resist a trickle of foreign cash, or a propaganda selfie with its only major ally. For Pyongyang, that trickle is worth the risk. For travelers, it's the rarest stamp on Earth, chaperoned, expensive, but unmatched. So, would you ride a 7-hour flight to a place where your phone becomes a paperweight? Or is North Korea still a hard pass?